You're not wrong for not giving access to people who do wrong to you. You are not wrong for not giving access to people who do wrong to you. Forgiving somebody does not mean that you automatically give them access into your life. And there are some people who are confused on this. See, you have some people who are so miserable, so jealous, so envious. They assume that they can say the word sorry and they'll automatically have access into your life. Forgiving someone does not mean that you automatically allow them back into your space, allow them into your mental, or that you hang out with them. There are some people who are habitual in how they mistreat people. They are habitual in how they do people wrong. And only a wise woman understands that you're not obligated to allow people into your life who constantly do you wrong. I want to speak on forgiveness not meaning they automatically have access. When you deny access to people who do wrong to you, you don't allow them to have access into your life to do you wrong again. You are not showing yourself to be mean. You are not showing yourself to be unforgiving. You are not showing yourself to be unspiritual. There are some people who would try to manipulate you into believing that if you truly forgive somebody, that you have to allow them into your life. If you're truly trying to be friendly or trying to be kind, that you have to deal with your bullies or deal with your enemies. There is a time where you show people patience and you show them mercy, and there's a time to be done. And that's the part that some people don't want to understand. So you're not wrong for not allowing people to have access into your life who do wrong to you. Forgiveness does not automatically mean access. There are some people, because they are so wicked, because they are so mean, because they are so miserable, because they like to exploit the kindness of other people, they do not deserve access into your life. And before the people who are spiritual, such as myself, try to manipulate me into believing that forgiving other people means that you allow people to hurt you over and over again, that is not true. There's even scriptures that speak on that. So you're not wrong for not allowing people to have access into your life who constantly do wrong to you. There are some people who are betting on you being so unwise, being so worried about showing yourself as forgiving that you invite them right back into your life so that they can destroy you. This brings me to the first point. The reason why you're not wrong for not allowing people to have access into your life who do wrong to you, and forgiveness doesn't automatically mean access, because you understand that some people never learn. There are some people, they might have been showing you toxic, weird, jealous, envious energy, but you chose to overlook it because you was trying to see the good in them. You're trying to give these people the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes being the kind of woman that always gives people the benefit of the doubt, that will have you all messed up. That will have you messed up mentally. That will have you messed up spiritually. And if you're not careful, that will have you all messed up physically, because emotional and mental torment, that can take a toll on your physical body. There are some people who have individuals in their lives who do not belong there. You are still in toxic relationships and friendships with people that you should have cut off a long time ago. But you're trying to be, forgiving. You're trying to show other people that in order for me to forgive, I have to tolerate. Being forgiving does not mean that you have to tolerate bully, mean-spirited, jealous, envious, or toxic energy from people. So you're not wrong for not allowing people to have access to you who do wrong to you. Showing forgiveness does not automatically mean you give people access to you. There are some people, because they want to be able to come into your life and make things difficult for you. Maybe they're miserable with their own, so they want to come into your life and mess that up. Maybe they're jealous and envious of the freedom and the peace that you have, so they want to come in and mess that up. There are some people, they're very slick when they are trying to hide their jealousy, their envy, and their negativity towards you. Beware of people who like to fake like they like you, fake like they're being kind to you, only so they can come into your life and mess it up. There are some women who do not like other women but they will act like they are interested in everything that you have going on. They will even act like they're interested in your family just so they can swoop in and try to break up your happy home, just so they can swoop in and try to mess up your peace. So these people are mad because you don't believe in forgiveness being automatic access. You're not obligated to allow people into your life who do you wrong. You can forgive people from a distance. You can say you forgive somebody and not completely trust them. You can still have bad vibes about people even though you forgave them. Let's be real. There are some people who just act very odd. They don't know how to be a stand-up person to other people. They get so jealous and envious so quick of other people, they don't know how to be a good friend. Look, I'll even add to that, there are some family that don't even know how to be good family because they're always trying to be snake-like towards other family members. You can still love those people. If it comes down to the wire and you need to be there to support family, you can be there. But forgiving them and loving them doesn't automatically mean they should have access to you. A lot of women deal with a lot of mental and physical issues, all because they have people in their life that they should have cut off or put distance between themselves and them a long time ago. So you're not wrong for not allowing people to have access to you who constantly do wrong to you. And this could be them physically doing something to you. This could be them mentally doing something. This could be them being disruptive and interfering in your relationship and the things you have going on in your life. When people have shown you, and this is where it can cut a little deep, when people can constantly do things to sabotage your life. I remember reading about a story of a young woman. She was about to purchase some property for a business, and her mother actually came in and purchased that property. Do you know how hurtful that is to know that you have somebody plotting on the same thing that you're trying to do? You're talking to them and giving them all of the information and things that you're going through, thinking they're being supportive, only for them to turn around and to go against you. You're not wrong for not allowing people access to you who do wrong to you. There are certain wounds that are deep that only God can heal, and trying to show yourself to be strong while also tormenting yourself mentally by allowing the wrong people into your life is not something you want to do. Many women have experienced being in toxic relationships, being in toxic friendships, dealing with people who did not have their best interests at heart. And instead of cutting them off, you try to people please. This brings me to the next point. You are not wrong for not allowing people access into your life who do wrong to you. Forgiveness does not mean access. When you start realizing that there are some people, they see you as an easy target, you get more comfortable denying them access and cutting them off. I'm going to say this just exactly how it's coming to me. There are some women, your kind-hearted nature, your sweet-hearted nature, your genuineness, your kindness, all of those beautiful things about you, if you don't have wisdom to go along with that, you can be an easy target for people who automatically assume that forgiveness would give them access to you. There are some women who are too nice for their own good. I just had to say that exactly how it's coming to me. Even as a spiritual woman, even as a spiritual person, I had to say that. There are some people who are too nice that they are so gullible. When you realize you are not wrong for not allowing people to have access to you who do wrong to you, when you start recognizing that forgiveness does not automatically mean access, you stop being so nice. And I know there are some spiritual people that are like, oh, what do you mean not being nice? We're supposed to have kindness. Yes, you can be kind, but being nice is a whole different thing. Being nice is that you will let down your guard. You will overlook the red flags of toxic behavior. You will overlook the red flags of jealousy, envy, of people trying to take advantage of you simply because you're trying to be nice. You will overlook the fact that people are constantly disrespecting you and trying to put you down. You will overlook those things that you should be laser focused on and aware of under the guise of trying to be nice. So you're not wrong for not allowing people to have access to you who do wrong to you. Being forgiving does not automatically mean that you give people access to you. That's like if somebody breaks into your home. Are you going to sit down with that person and now, have a meal and sip some tea because you forgave them? Maybe they told you they're going through a tough time and they needed to feed their family, so they went into your house. You don't care about none of that. They violated. They came into your property. You might forgive them and you understand the situation, but you're not buddies. You're not friends. Like, there's a difference. So when you start realizing that you are not wrong for not allowing people to have access to you simply because you forgave them, don't be surprised at the manipulation tricks that some people try to use against you. When you start understanding that you are not wrong for not allowing people who do you wrong to have access to you, there are going to be people who are going to try to make you feel guilty for not giving them access. Now, this can be a little bit of a sticky topic, but this is something that a lot of women, a lot of people experience. When it comes to dealing with family who has done you wrong, whether they showed jealousy, whether they showed envy, whether they mistreated you in some kind of way that went very deep, forgiveness does not mean that you owe them access to you. People who are very miserable, who have audacity, who think they automatically deserve access to you because they uttered the word sorry but have not changed, these are your people who think that you are so silly-minded that you're going to overlook the fact that they have not changed, that they're still being smart, that they're still trying to be funny, that they're not genuine in how they feel about how they treated you. These are often your people who act like they deserve access to you. A little bit of a sidebar, but still on point. Sometimes I wonder why people will want access to another individual just so they can do them wrong. And then it dawned on me. Some people are only happy when they can cause other people misery. Some people are so ingrained with wickedness that they can only feel good if they are doing others wrong. And that can be the overarching theme of just how society in general is working right now. Have you ever noticed, and this is still on point with how you're not wrong for not allowing people access to you who do wrong to you? Forgiveness does not automatically mean access. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the more kind you are to certain people, the more poorly they treat you? And I'm telling you, from a spiritual perspective, this is the reason why you have to know and believe that your blessings and that your peace and your joy comes from God. Because it's only God, in my opinion, that can give you that ability to still have that light in you, to still have that kindness, to still have that joy, even when you are dealing with miserable and toxic people. But I digress. So you are not wrong for not allowing people access to you who want to do wrong to you. Forgiveness does not automatically mean access. When family tries to guilt trip you into believing that the cousin who acts weird, the auntie who always has something smart to say, the auntie that's a little bit too flirtatious with your husband, the one who likes to come into your house and take things that they don't belong to them, all these kind of weird, toxic situations. When you start recognizing that if they don't get that you don't want these things happening, if they don't respect you enough to not cross your boundaries, then they don't deserve access to you. Don't let somebody, and I hate to say it, normally it's the elders. They mean well, but they don't understand. This is the reason why back in the day, the elders dealt with a lot. Papa was a Rolling Stone. He could have had a whole family on the other side of town, but, we just going to keep the peace. No, we're going to deal with that. We're going to change some things, or he has to go, or this is over. It's done. I'm being a little silly, but I say this to say, sometimes when people think that they're entitled to have access to you so they can continue to do you wrong, it's almost as if they're looking at the role or the kind of relationship it is, and then they determine whether or not you should let them do you wrong. I don't care about if it's your mother, your auntie, your cousin, whomever. Respect is still respect, and boundaries are still boundaries. So you are not wrong for not allowing people to have access to you who want to do wrong to you. Forgiveness does not automatically mean access. So what will this look like when you stop denying access to people who feel like they're entitled to you just because, everything is cool, everything is calm, and now they just want to be around you so they can cause you further misery, so they can show you more jealous, envious energy, just so they can attempt to bully you? Keep your distance. I've said this in previous videos, and I will continue to say this. Blood is thicker than water, but spirit is thicker than blood. And if people are aggravating your spirit, there are certain times I truly believe, and this just comes out of me, I believe God can protect us so much that sometimes he'll protect you from your own family. He'll protect you from those people who don't have God or don't have any kind of moral or just common sense foundation. He'll protect you from those ruthless, heartless, strong energies that try to come up against you and put you down and bring you down. I believe God will protect you from all of that. But it's up to us to listen. Like, are we going to decide that we're trying to keep the peace in the family, or are we trying to keep peace within ourselves? Are we trying to give the appearance of being a friend or a girl's girl? Or, some women will deal with women who are clearly jealous and envious toward them and trying to bully and put them down. But they'll just put up with different things and, I just forgave her. I forgave her. That's just how she is. Well, if that's how she is, you don't need to be around somebody like that. You know what I mean? So you're not wrong for not associating with or not giving people access to you who do wrong to you. Forgiveness does not automatically mean that you are buddy-buddy with them. The one that comes to mind the most is Kendall Jenner and Jordan Woods. I believe it's Kendall or Kylie. One of them was friends with her. I believe that she just got married and she didn't give her invite, or she wasn't in the wedding. They used to be very close friends, and at one point she might have been in the wedding. This girl, I guess, dealt with so much from her that she thought she would have been in the wedding, but she wasn't in it. She can forgive somebody for mistreating. The situation could have been awkward, but that doesn't mean that they're so close that now she's going to be in her wedding. I use this as an example to say, you are not obligated to give people access to you who have done you wrong, who have treated you poorly, who have showed jealous, envious, or just weirdo energy. You can forgive them, you can be cordial, but you don't have to have them have direct access into your life. It's just not necessary. Like and subscribe to the channel and share this content. Hit the notification bell so that you're aware when I post a brand new video. If you watch this video until the very end, put the cute little high heel emoji in the comment section. I absolutely love to see it. Take care.